Wake up, voters. Stop complaining about the high cost of food, expecting a new president to somehow magically lower your grocery bills. No matter which president you choose, that's not going to happen. It's a pipe dream of wishful thinking. A president cannot change the prices you pay at the grocery store. Those prices are controlled by our free market, and it's the business owner who gets to charge whatever price they choose. If you want the government to dictate what a business owner can charge, you'll all cry socialism. Price is determined solely by the person who owns the business, and they can charge whatever they please. And it's the same for housing. So there are two forces at play here. First, the law of supply and demand. When you have a fixed supply of goods with very little demand, prices need to lower in order to sell the product. However, with the same supply and an increase in demand, then the prices rise. Now, with a fixed demand and an abundant supply of goods, the prices will drop to move inventory. But given the same demand with a scarcity of supply, the prices will rise. That's what happened during the pandemic. The same demand was always there, but the supply was severely diminished due to collapsed supply chains. So prices spiked dramatically and have remained there. Remember toilet paper? There's no mystery here. Basic supply and demand. That's the main force determining your prices. But the second force keeping your prices high is greed. Once prices rose during the pandemic, we had to accept paying those higher prices. We had no choice. But when supplies finally began to increase, those prices should have started dropping to pre-pandemic normal. But they didn't. And why? It's greed, pure and simple. Because we were forced to pay those high prices, business owners got accustomed to that. Then, as their supplies increased and their profits soared, there was no incentive to drop prices and relinquish their profits. And why should they? They got used to it because we had no choice. No business owner in their right mind would want to drop prices and give up profits. And why should they? Just to be nice to us? No way. Even with an abundant supply, they chose to keep the prices up because no free market entrepreneur wants to give up their profits. That's the greed force, and that's business. Once people are willing to pay that price, it's going to stay there. Businesses are not in business to be nice to people. They're in business to earn a profit. That's called the economy. The only way you can get prices to drop is to stop buying the goods. It's tough to hear, but that's the truth. When you reduce the demand, the supplies increase. When supplies increase, prices will drop to move product. But some retailers will actually reduce their inventory just to keep their prices and profits propped up. That's how greed works. So, with those two forces at work, no president is able to change that. Supply and demand and greed. That's what's shaping your grocery prices. And they'll not go down because you want some president to do so. It doesn't work that way, no matter who you vote for. So wake up and vote for a president on issues that they can actually solve. It's not the economy to vote on. This election isn't going to fix that. The economy exists on its own terms. That's the way we've set it up, and that's the way we like it. So get used to these prices, because sadly, they're not going to change once the election's over. The only way you can make prices drop is by not buying the products. That's the only real solution in a free market economy. But we all know we can't stop buying the essentials we need. We have to accept the prices a free market dictates. So stop complaining about your grocery bills, expecting a president to do something about it. That's not going to happen. Only you can solve this problem. The solutions are in your hands, not theirs. So own up to your part in this economy of ours.